Yeah, I saw that you were on, but we were doing our thing.
Oh, you're doing your streaming? Yeah. I gotta follow you so I can, on Twitch, right?
Yep.
I gotta log in and follow you. I haven't turned on Twitch in a while. Hey, what's up, Delph? You working? You working? You first.
And Delva's on it.
She gets notifications.
Oh, alright, sure.
Oh, you're on your lunch break. Perfect time. What are you eating? What's up, Delusional? We got Dell and Delusional. Yellow. God damn, your damn Yankees keep winning. Stop winning, Yankees. It's going to be sickening to me if the Yankees win the World Series.
Especially as a wild card.
Yeah, especially because the Indians play like poop against them. Chicken Alfredo. Baseball's dead to me. I'm on to the Cavs. Football's dead. Football was dead to me after about week 4.
CNC Games, Port Clinton.
Astros cannot compare.
No, we haven't. Do we have any word of SNES Classics? No. No, unfortunately, we're not even sure when the next shipment's going to come in. Not since the initial launch. We had about 12 on that initial launch.
The Indians should have won. Indians was a combination. They played really bad. They peaked too early.
Yep, just keep checking back. Awesome.
And also,
okay, bye.
The Yankees did play good, but man, was the strike zone really big for the Yankees pitchers and really small for the Indians pitchers. I'm pretty sure Major League Baseball is pushing for that New York Yankees LA Dodgers World Series so they can get the 2 giant biggest markets in the world. I'm not going to say things are fixed, but I'm going to say they're influenced.
Not my champions. Hashtag.
Yeah. If you have a 4K TV, yeah, it's worth it. If you don't have a 4K TV, no, it's not worth it. No, man, I'm done. Baseball's dead to me now. I'm not gonna watch the World Series. You know how much I've watched since the Indians are gone? 0. I've watched 0 minutes of Major League Baseball. I only watch my teams. That's all I care about. I could care less. Once my teams are done, once they're eliminated, I am not a fan of that sport anymore. A little bit off and on. Got a bunch of trade-ins early for other games. As soon as Derek's done here, I gotta check something. You've been super slow. How many people are left in the game? 3 people. No way this guy loses.
You sure you have anybody?
Oh, 2 of them are his. One of them is his teammate.
I just blasted him with a shotgun from deep.
Oh, N64 controller and Super Mario 64. Awesome. Super Mario 64 is my favorite game. They need to remake that for the Switch. I know they got Mario Odyssey coming out next week, but man, I would love to see a remake of Mario 64 with modern graphics. It'd be awesome. What's up, Reptile? I get on there real fast. Doing good. Tell everybody why you're wearing a hat.
I'm always wearing a hat. They wouldn't know any different. I missed a spot shaving my head in the back. I have a little strip of hair here in the back. I've been watching people play Fractured Butthole. I kind of want it now.
What do you, no, delusional. I am not a gracious loser. I'm sick of losing. I'm a freaking Cleveland fan. It sucks. Like, the Yankees need another championship. They got like 20 something anyway. You know what's worse than somebody not being a gracious loser? Somebody not being a gracious winner. Don't talk about it. Let me forget about it. I've had enough losing. Losing sucks. I've had enough losing for like 10 lifetimes. It gets to a point where you're just broken.
Like Boomer and like Cower and stuff like that on that ESPN show. Yeah. Like after the Browns, they were just like,
oh yeah,
they were just like, this is an embarrassment.
It's not. It's not even. I mean, it's just disgusting.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're just like, I feel
you have to try to be that bad.
I feel so bad for Cleveland fans. I remember Boomer saying that it's like, this is an embarrassment to Cleveland and to the NFL. It was like so bad.
I'll have to ship that one back. Oh, I sold the Atari 7800.
We do have the Cavs.
Yeah, but the Cavs even lost to the crap. I hate the Warriors. God, I hate the Warriors. They're so damn smug and arrogant. Like, they are the epitome of what it is to be a poor winner. Like they won, and then Draymond Green's like, oh, but we should have swept them. Like, he's such an asshole.
The Giants, God, we're probably going to go 16-0. There's 2 games we could possibly win.
Yeah, but you guys won last week, and you guys won a Super Bowl a couple of years ago. So, like, I don't even want to hear, like, it's different. It's different, like, delusional when you have one bad year. We're having, like, a bad century. Like, half century. You've had, like, a bad year. We're having, like, a bad half century. The Browns haven't been good since the 80s, and they left. And to top it all off, they left and they went and won Super Bowl
like 3 years later.
Yeah, as the Ravens. Business is all right, wise guy.
Finally, games are starting to come out. Pretty much every week has a AAA title coming out from this point on, so this is where business starts to pick up. I mean, we're still dead during the middle of the day, but overall our sales are going to increase, so that's good.
I wonder if I can fit. Oh, I can fit a 7800 in here.
Probably have to do some with the controllers. Just wrap those up separate.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we'll do the priority medium flat rate box. I wonder if it would fit in the other one when I do the system. That would
I couldn't freaking shoot the guy because the aim assist was dragging the guy down, man. Oh my god. No. So.
Yeah, Kevin was lazy last week for streaming. Well, so was I, because I could have done it, but I didn't. What's up, Jeremy?
Yo, Frosty, appreciate it very much, man. Oh shit, I got sniped. Oh my god, can you please stop? I'm just healing, okay? Delicious, just saved my life. So.
I'll do this one because I only put one controller.
He almost got killed.
Did he?
Yeah, someone sniped him and almost killed him.
Did his friend pick him up?
No, he didn't get knocked down. He got dropped down to like 10 health.
I think I'll do this one.
Sweet.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Oh wait, I've been busy and working on some stuff and wasn't feeling streaming for a few days.
Oh, but yeah, I used to work at the Express, so like 90% of my clothes are Express. I work there just to buy the clothes. It was only once a day, actually probably once every 2 weeks. once a day. Like twice a month I would work there. Just to get a discount. Oh, did you flip? You didn't flip the screen, did you?
No, let me flip it real fast. My bad.
I just noticed all of like your shirts spelled backwards and.
My bad. I always forget that.
Guys, get a big. I saw that.
Did it flip?
Chat for Chandler.
There we go.
There we go.
Frosty. Yeah, I'm using it.
Well, I got to run to my other store. Derek's going to stream for a little while. I'll be back probably in about an hour. So, yeah. Later, everybody. Here, I'll change the cameras. Much better, yep.
I'll be with you guys in just a second. I want to finish pricing these couple price changes that I'll put them away later, but.
It was too far from where you live. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, going good. Can't wait for Mario next week. All right, I gotta run. I will be back.
Good. Just Dance 2016. Darksiders. Alan Wake. Getting Gran Turismo Sport tomorrow, then Mario next week. Yeah, I'm getting Mario next week. Gran Turismo Sport, I like driving simulators, but I don't know. I don't think I'll get that one. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, I just like the whole Egyptian, I don't know, mythos, I guess. So it'll be cool just because of that. I've been watching people play South Park online, so I'm probably going to buy that. It looks hilarious. Plus, you get the first game with it. You get a digital version of the first game. I don't know why they didn't release the original as a remake like 4 months ago and sell it for like $29.99 and just get all that extra money for free. I'm not sure why they didn't just do that. People would have bought it. Yeah, I'm the same way, Wise Guy. Actually, Black Flag, I played Syndicate and I played Unity, but I didn't buy them. Yeah, this one looks awesome. Yeah, God. Well, they just try to offend as many people as possible, and it just looks hilarious. I like their style too, because it looks just like a just a like 20-hour long cartoon, like episode. Yesterday I finished making the base of the mold, the paper version. Now I actually have to make the fiberglass mold for my next stained glass lamp that I'm making. So I actually got something accomplished yesterday, so I was happy about that. I'm still waiting to hear back from the guy if he wants to buy my R2 lamp or not, because if not, then I got more stuff I want to do to it. Oh, thanks. Yep. It turned out alright. I totally forgot you were following me on Instagram. So I'll start building that this weekend. But I'm going to give that guy one more week to see if he wants to buy that R2 lamp, and if not, I'm going to tell him, sorry, dude. I mean, he doesn't have to buy it next week, but I need to know if he's going to buy it or not. Just confirmation, that's all I want. So I understand not everybody has $650 just, you know, laying around. I keep thinking today's Friday for some odd reason, and that kind of sucks. It just means it's going to be a long weekend. Alright, so at least I'm not the only one. I don't know why I think it's Friday. It's not, I mean, like, all the rest of my schedule has been the same as it usually always is. I didn't do Hyrule Warriors, did I? No. Didn't grab that. I got half of the price changes done. I'll just sit here and talk to you guys until Kevin gets back, and then I'll finish it. Anything going on? Anything new in your guys' lives? Way to get the job half done? Yeah. I mean, I got all day to do it, Delve. I don't want to, you know, you got to pace yourself. What am I going to do later? Actually, I won't do it later either, so. Lunch is almost over. How long do you guys get? A half hour or an hour? We don't really have lunch breaks. We just, hey, I'm going to go get food. We don't have to clock out or anything. Half hour break. You're gonna be lurking? You like the new WWE? I haven't played a WWE game in forever, but it's cool that you like it. Did they make many changes, Gary? Just so if like somebody else asks, I know what to tell them. I'm just watching this guy play Fortnite. He's pretty awesome. I don't think I've ever seen... No, I've watched him. He's lost once. Well, how's your streams been going? Delve, I've seen you've been on, but no, not really. Just updated roster and stuff like that. I saw you were streaming the last couple days, Delve, but unfortunately I was doing other stuff. I would like to say important stuff or busy stuff, but nope, just other stuff. Yeah, I gotta start busting out some projects, though. I see how it is. Yeah, I get the notification that you're streaming. Let me pull up a chair. So yeah, Mario next. Well, what's coming out this? We'll pull up the list. Let's see what's coming out. Where is the list? The list got buried. Let's see. Next week we have. What will next week be? The 22nd, 24th, somewhere around there. Okay, so we got South Park this week with WWE, Gran Turismo Sport, Friday the 13th. So next week we have Just Dance 2018. I know everybody's excited about that. The Knights of Azor 2 for PS4 only, for you JRPGers. Ben 10, that's exciting. Holy shit, is there nothing coming out next week? Rugby, Hidden Agenda, SingStar, Knowledge is Power, Rapella, Fishing. Well, actually, around here, that's actually going to be a popular game, sadly. Deer Hunter and Rapella will actually both sell really well here. Okay, so apparently I lied when I told that kid, like, every week has a AAA title coming out, because nothing comes out next week. But the week after that, you get Assassin's Creed and Wolfenstein. Anything for maybe Xbox One? Nope. And then the week after that is Call of Duty. He said duty. And then the week after that's Need for Speed, and the week after that is Star Wars Battlefront. Oh, next week is Super Mario Odyssey. That's what comes out next week. Yeah, like I said, around here, actually the Rapella will sell really good. The Deer Hunter probably will sell a few copies, but the Rapella will actually do really well. LA Noire Remake comes out the week after that with Marvel Superheroes 2 and Sims 4. That one will actually do really well. People are always asking about the Sims. And it looks like that's pretty much it until basically February. That's when the next that's when your tax return releases start coming out. So you'll have like Far Cry 5, Crackdown 3, new MX versus ATV. Farming Simulator. Oh, and then there's a bunch of VR games that come out. I forgot about towards the end. What's up, Em? Nope, still nothing. Still not showing anything for him. I only know because I looked like 2 days ago. So unless they've posted anything the last 2 days. Somebody was in the store asking if they were doing anything with it. Oh my god. What are you up to, Em? Kevin's at the other store picking up stuff. I did half of the price changes. Okay, maybe about a third. Not quite half. We'll say 40%. But I'll wait till Kevin gets back before I finish it. I can't believe I missed. I feel it right here. Just a little spot right here I missed with my razor. So dumb. I even like rubbed the back of my head to make sure I didn't miss anything, and there it is. At least Kevin told me about it and he didn't make me just work all day laughing at me. Yeah, I know. How lame. So embarrassed. What are the add-ons for 2K18? Let me see. Let me see what you get. You get 1 Ultimate Seth Rollins card, 3 Elite Superstar cards, 1 limited edition card back, and that's it. That's what you get. That's for the regular edition. I don't think we have any of the gold editions left, so I'm not sure what those came with. Probably just more of the same, I would guess. But just more of them. Why am I yawning? It's not good. It's gonna make for a long night. Oh, should I buy the South Park game or not? I could probably wait, realistically. Wait till a used one comes in, but then you don't get the first one, which I'd like to have the first one. I never actually beat it. So you're getting 2 games for $60. That's a pretty good deal. I probably got some games I could trade in, I'm sure. I should buy it? Yeah, I probably should. I mean, we get paid tomorrow. I worked a couple extra hours last week, so That'll just be a few more dollars on my paycheck that I don't normally have. Honestly, I'm trying to justify it to myself, trying to make excuses as to why I can buy it. I could just not put $20 on my guitar, and that's $20 more that I can put towards it. So right there, that's almost the whole game. The couple extra hours I picked up is around 30-some dollars, and then $20 that I normally put on my guitar, there's 55. We're only $10 away from buying it. Oh, then I also get my discount, so actually that's pretty much, I only need to put like $3. Or all that money could just sit in my savings account. One of the two. Go set up a GoFundMe. Who knows? Maybe somebody will do it. You never know. But I'd hate to buy it and then it just sit there, and then like maybe on Black Friday maybe it'll drop down to 40 bucks or something like that. Maybe I'll just wait till Black Friday just to see if it goes on sale. I don't think it will, but maybe it will. Oh, well, I don't have nearly enough followers or subscribers to remotely send me free stuff for reviews. As much as I would love that. But good for you, that's awesome. I don't stream nearly enough to get to that sort of level of like subscribers or followers for companies to want to promote through me. Yeah, I stream too infrequently and just not enough. Kind of like Kevin. I just have to be in the mood for it. Like last week, he just did not. I came in a couple times. He's just like, man, I just don't feel like streaming, so he just didn't. I get that like that a lot at my place. Except for TwitchCon is like I stream on Twitch. TwitchCon's going on this weekend, so like most of the big streamers will be gone at TwitchCon. So maybe I'll jump on this weekend for sure just to get some more exposure. Yeah, exactly. It becomes very time consuming, and I don't want to spend the time. But then the people that do, though, you know, if they're entertaining enough or do a good enough job, they can be like you, get sponsors and stuff like that. You stream live at cons? Yeah, I'm surprised I don't see more of that. There's only a handful of people that I see do that. Especially with like the new Twitch, like the Twitch app does it, and there's things like Bitstream where you can do it all from your phone. I'm really surprised. Like I figured New York Comic Con, I was on there all the time trying to find people doing live streams. Nobody was doing it. Now maybe it has something to do with their data or something like that, but like I got unlimited data, so I would do it in a heartbeat. Me and my friends were going to just a little craft fair this Sunday, and I'm going to stream that. We're only going to probably have 3 people watching us, but I'm going to do it just because I can. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Delusional, I have to... do you live out that way, Delusional? Like in the Arizona, kind of Utah, California, you know, that long stretch. New Mexico, there's like a long strip. There's a lot of cons that just happen in this straight line across the board. Anyways, what I was about to say is like my one friend Victoria, she's going to be at one. There's one that's going out there here pretty soon, like in the next 2 weeks. A bigger one in one of the big cities. It's not Salt Lake City because that just happened, but okay, okay. Oh, that's awesome. Do it by remote. That's cool. That's a good way to do it. So you're in Connecticut. Is that like an arcade? Like, what kind of con is that? What is ZapCon? Is it a pop culture thing, or is it mostly like arcade type stuff? Okay, 45 minutes from New York. All right. Okay, I'll look it up. Um, Pinball. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I will. I'll check it out for sure. I like me some pinball. I want to build a virtual pinball machine. I know they're a lot of work, and it costs like a good $1,000 to build one. I mean, once you figure out the cost of the computer and everything else to put the two monitors, stuff like that. Hey, Dazza. Greetings from Ireland. Nice. Welcome. My mom's side of the family's from Ireland. County Cork, I believe. Yeah, our next cons, there's an anime con. I think Ohio Con is coming up, so that's in Columbus. So I'll probably go to that one. That's like in January usually. Outside of that, it's not. I don't go to anything until our local one, Colossal Con. We might do a couple, but none that I can think of. Well, there's always a couple in Chicago that we go to. I'd like to go to Gen Con, which is like tabletop and board games. It's only an hour from you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where our family comes from. Greer is the last name. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that's what I remember. I've never really looked into my genealogy, like my family stuff like that. I'm just going off of what I remember family saying. I could be completely wrong though. Pretty much my dad's side of the family's all Belgium, my mom's side's all Irish, so me and my sisters are the only mutts. Everybody else are pure breeds. Oh. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the one tropical storm was curving up. Yeah, you guys have been getting hit by tons of storms. Yeah, nasty. We're finally kind of past our storm season for the most part. Now I'm in Ohio, which is northern United States, right under the Great Lakes, close to Canada. We don't really have bad weather here where I'm at. Like tornadoes rarely ever happen, and 90% of the time they don't ever touch down. They just clip off the roofs and the top of trees. We're not on fault lines, so we don't have earthquakes. Bad storms, by the time they usually form over the oceans or go through the wind streams, they're just regular thunderstorms by the time they get here. We don't really have very bad weather. But the only thing we'll have to worry about is when Yosemite finally blows. the super volcano, we'll get probably buried in about 3 inches of ash, and we won't have sunlight for like 2 years. That's really about it. Okay, that's when it makes landfall. I thought it was going to make landfall. I thought it made landfall already. I didn't know it was still working its way up there. I thought it was already kind of hitting you guys. Yeah, we get sometimes we get bad winters. That's about it. But we're just slightly below the snow belt, so we don't get it quite as bad as like Buffalo and New York can get it, and Chicago. But we can get bad winters. Yep. They predict, well, again, they've been predicting it for like the last 150 years, but they predict that volcano is going to blow in about 2030. We'll see. Like I said they've been saying that for like 150 years, so. What are you guys up to? Anybody got any cool plans for this weekend? I'm just working on stained glass stuff and then going to that. Oh no, my buddy Joe has his Halloween party this Saturday. It was supposed to be Harry Potter themed. I'm not gonna dress up. I waited to the last minute. Now I don't feel like going shopping for a costume. I was just gonna put on like little elf ear type things and just wear like a white T-shirt or a brown T-shirt or a blue T-shirt and just go as Dobby. Just put a dagger right in my chest. Obviously a fake one. Cover my shirt with blood and just go as Dobby, but I don't even think I'm gonna do that. Do you got like a big warehouse delusional that you work on all these or something like that? I know they take up tons of space. How's it going? What's up, Ash? The Shadows of War everything you hoped it would be?
It was.
Okay. I haven't messed with it too much yet, so I'm not. I don't know how it is.
The only thing that I can say is that it makes me a little sad because even though it's fantastic, I'm getting the huge impression that, like, oh man, this is what Shadow of Mordor should have been.
Okay, sure.
That doesn't detract from the fact that it's still great.
Right.
But part of me is still like, oh man. First game, if it had 2 more years of development, this could have been the first game. And
right.
Then it could have made the second one even better.
Right. How cool is the command aspect of it? Like the commander, where you get to command the orcs and the armies and stuff like that?
Oh, it's very, very fun. I would definitely say I have to put a little bit of a restraint and restrictions on myself because normally I'm one of those guys that in games like those where you have armies versus army, I'm one of those guys that likes to just prepare for the battle by like destroying, all their armaments and everything like that before that. But with this, I will definitely say I had to put a little bit of restriction and restraint on myself because if you do that, it feels way too easy.
Oh, sure.
Like you'll just go in and just destroy. whereas I feel like if I like only allow myself to just take out one of their defenses beforehand, it makes it fun, challenging, and interesting.
Okay, cool.
But overall, yeah, it is still a fun, super fun game.
What we got here? Just a big basement. Hey, Hard Rooney, what's going on? You're farming right now? Yep, the grind is always any sort of RPG like that. You have to go through the grind. Just XP farming. What do you think of it, Taya? One of our regulars is in. I was just asking him. I haven't been able to mess with Shadow of War yet. I said there was 3 games. I wanted Shadow of War, South Park, and Star Wars Battlefront, but I was only going to buy 2. And I'm still... But see, like now, Black Friday's only 3-4 weeks away, and I'm like, well, what if some of these games go on sale? Obviously not Star Wars, because it won't be out yet. But I doubt they will. They usually don't put big AAA titles on sale unless it's like sports titles. That's really about it. Sometimes, though. Usually Assassin's Creed will always be put on sale almost every year. What's going on, man?
Hey, I got a quick question.
Sure.
Talking to the other guy. You guys don't have any of the Evil Within 2 books.
Books? No, we don't have any books.
Do you know when you would be able to get them in?
If he orders them, it'd probably take about just a few days.
How much
I'd
are
imagine.
they?
Most books nowadays run about. They're usually about $30 usually.
Now, I got a thing in my email from you guys, like 20% off.
Mm-hmm.
Would that apply to that?
Normally we don't do it on, but probably a book we could probably do it for that. Normally that's just on used stuff.
Okay.
But like books, we can. There's enough of a markup.
Because I don't see paying $30 for a book and then you're only playing the game until you beat it and then you're done with it. Because
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna play it again after when I'm done with it.
Yeah. Depends on the book, but yeah, usually they're around 25 to $30.
I could pay 25. I'll be cool with
Right.
25. But do you guys have any PlayStation 4 controllers? How much are they?
Brand new, they are 60. Unless you want a colored one, they're 65. Used ones are 47. If you use your 20% off on a controller, it would actually be more like 42.
42. I gotcha. You don't care if I do this in your video.
Nah, it's fine.
I gotcha. Because I need a new controller, but GameStop's got to where I guess they're doing a buy 2 controllers, get a free one or something.
Maybe,
like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just stopped in and seen if you guys had the book because I seen their GameStop. They wanted $42 for the Evil Within 2.
Was it a hardcover or something? Usually it's just the hardcovers are that expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually like the paperbacks, like these.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm looking for.
Yeah, those are usually around 25.
Yeah, if you
$30.
guys get one in, pop over and say, hey,
Sure.
I got them in because I'm looking for that book.
Okay.
Because if I go back and play it, I want to get every little thing so
Sure,
I
all
can
the
get all
collectibles
the
and stuff, yeah.
all the collectibles, all the keys.
Yep.
Because I
Sure.
played Evil Within 1 and I beat it and I was done with it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll ask Kevin if he can get a hold of one.
Yeah.
It's just even our distributors though, they're rarely carrying books as
Yeah.
much as they used to be. So it's going to be hard to say if they're carrying that one or not. But I'll have them.
You guys got it for $149. That might be my next toy. Vita.
Yep.
you guys don't put that 20 towards that either?
Not on systems.
That's fine.
That 20 doesn't work on systems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be my next toy.
But but like games or accessories that you buy for it, you can usually use it towards that. So.
Gotcha.
You on your break?
No.
Nope.
I just left. I got my phone with me. I don't think anybody's gonna come in. I'm about to go to lunch here though. Just kind of popped over.
Sure.
You know. They only have one person, and whenever they bring somebody else from another store in, they can't sell worth a shit. And he's like, dude, I love it when you're there because you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, you're gonna get the customer every time. You know, he's like, that's why I'm just like not wanting to leave, but you know, I want to go to another store because it's dead. It's always dead.
It is, yeah.
You know. So I'm like, all right, well, it's kind of one of those ones. It is what it is. Did you see they're coming out with the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard for December 12th?
Yeah, that's gonna have all the DLC and stuff like that on it.
So you won't have to buy any more.
Right, exactly.
Sweet. I know it's cheaper than the original.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I was just looking through my list earlier and I saw that was coming out.
Yeah, it's like 50.
It might be something like that.
So that's not a bad deal when they're 65, 70.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I definitely like I said, let me know if he does get one. If he doesn't, I'm not too worried about it, but I'll definitely be back to
Cool.
get some stuff.
All right, awesome. That'll
Thanks,
work,
brother.
man.
I appreciate it.
Yep, not a problem. Oh, I'm doing fine, Rooney. How are you? Oh, found some stuff, Ash.
I did indeed.
All right.
Yes, it's this one.
Sorry that took so long. All right. Imagine we're getting restocked up on these.
Huh?
I think you're pretty much almost buying the last ones of both of these. We're picking up a new shipment today, so it's probably going to be in there. More restocks. 128.38-ish. All right. Here, a swipe. Go ahead. I've been watching people play this on Twitch. I want to play it. You also get the first one, too.
You know, I don't know what happened, but I'm almost 90% sure that I pre-ordered it through PSN because I have the free download for that game.
Oh,
I
okay.
know because I loaded it, played it, and when I went to go and download it off of PSN, I'm like, wait a minute, it's not letting me download it. Like, that's unusual.
Right. Did you call the network? See what was up?
I figured whatever. And then after this, there's going to be Wolfenstein next.
Yep, that's in a couple weeks.
God, it's not enough time anymore.
You want a bag or are you good?
Nah, I should be good.
You work tonight? Are you still over there?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope. After I came, or before I went on vacation, like literally the day before I went on vacation was my last day.
Okay.
I went over to Ciao Bella's.
Oh, Ciao Bella? Okay. Right, because I was saying the last couple times I've been there, I haven't seen you. But you were on vacation anyways, even if you were still over there, I still wouldn't have seen you because you were in... Did you get, when you picked up your Shadow War, did I give you a shirt? Did you get a shirt?
No, I didn't get a shirt.
Okay.
Why, did they come with a shirt?
Yeah, they come with a shirt.
Oh, that is awesome.
Not bad.
I'm going to let you know right now, I'm not an XL.
That's all we got. All we have are XLs. That's all they sent us.
Oh, that's all they sent you?
Yeah, we don't even have large or medium, or they just send XL. So that's just what we hand out to people.
All right, well, that's going to be my sleeping shirt. And then they just announced today the release date for the Punisher Netflix show.
Oh, did they?
They did.
Awesome. When is it?
November 17th.
Oh, God, that's not less than a month away. That's awesome.
I know, and it's really funny, and it's really right in Marvel's roundhouse to be a dick and release one of their products the same day that DC is, because that's the same day the Justice League movie comes out.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, yes, that is great. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see the Justice League movie, but I'm kind of a little bit more excited for the Punisher show than I am the Justice League movie. No offense to anybody, but yeah. The Punisher just is... it was so great seeing him in
Daredevil 2. Yeah. I can't imagine that's going to be, like, I'm sure that's just going to be a one-off. I can't see multiple seasons of the Punisher and have variety. I mean, because just a vigilante. I would like to see, like, the full story of him right now and then just have him constantly pop up in the other shows. That's what I would prefer. But
I would say I would maybe do 2 seasons and then...
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, maybe 2, that would probably be okay, but I can't see, like, 5, 6 seasons of just doing what he does.
No, otherwise you'll get Arrow syndrome.
Right, exactly.
Or it's like, okay, this is kind of gotten repetitive now.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'll still watch those other shows, but, you know, those aren't really on my higher level of, I need to watch this right now. Yeah, the Punisher looks amazing. And
cool. Awesome.
They gave a release date with a new trailer. I wasn't really so much concerned with the trailer.
I'll pull it up here in a little bit and watch it.
I half watched it. I was like, okay, are they gonna finally give us a release date? And they did. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you, because this wasn't even funny anymore. This just got annoying and aggravating.
I totally forgot it was coming out at the end of this year. I remember them saying that, but I totally forgot. I thought it was next year for some odd reason. So that's really a good surprise for me.
A lot of people thought they were going to push it to next year because of what happened in Vegas. They thought that maybe the topic materials and whatnot would be a little too...
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, kind of felt, well, it's kind of the perfect time because that's the whole point of the Punisher's character is he deals with people.
Right.
Deals with bad people like that. Like, I know it's a little... sensitive.
I remember when, I don't know, it's just like it's an American thing. I remember when, God, what was it? MotoStorm came out, MotoStorm Apocalypse came out. It was basically in that game is when you're just basically racing, but natural disasters are going on, like major earthquakes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And the week that that game was supposed to come out is when that major earthquake happened over in Japan.
Yeah.
And so because for political correct reasons, they pushed it back. However, in Japan, they still released it that day. So the people that are actually suffering and dealing with the earthquake, they're like, nah, we'll release it. But here in America, we were like, that'd be too offensive.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I swing towards the left too, but sometimes enough is enough.
But, yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. But I'm glad it's coming out, though. That's going to be...
I know,
something to look forward to.
I know, because when I saw it, because they did it kind of like they did with the other trailer, where all the letters and things like that are are all jumbled up and whatnot. The first word was November, and I thought, oh my god, thank you, because I didn't even need to hear the rest. I'm like, okay, it's coming out this year,
right?
And then it said 17, and I'm like, holy cow, that's like in 3 weeks.
Yep, not even. Yeah, about 3 weeks. About 3.5 weeks.
I'm like, that's nothing. That's not a wait at all. Which honestly, I kind of appreciate, because I don't like it when people give, like, solid release dates, like, 2 years before that stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Before it even comes out. Like, at the most, I will contend with 6 months.
Right.
But if you're giving us a solid release date years in advance, that leads to a whole lot of problems because now everybody's got their mindset on this date, and if things happened where the date gets pushed back or, just that much time, you kind of build it up in your mind so much that you can't, the expectations, it will never meet them.
Right.
So that's why I don't like it when people give release dates and stuff like that way long in advance. Just, I understand you want to have, time for the marketing to build up and people to get
Sure.
aware of
Right,
it.
yeah.
But
Well, a lot of the times when they release it that early, they're also trying to get investors excited so that they can get that, more production money.
yeah,
So, I mean, that's usually when they release stuff that early.
I say, which then also leads problems because if they're doing that, then that means that there's not a whole lot of money going into the production
Right.
and may not be quite as good. And that's just, ugh.
Marvel's been doing pretty good so far, though. Disney's been doing well with the Marvel franchise.
That's because Marvel or Disney has seen the amount of money those
Yep.
Marvel's making with all their stuff. They're like, you take as much time and as much money as you need because we know that this will sell.
Pretty much.
I mean, the MCU is like what, 8 years old, something like that.
It's up there.
I'll say it's almost a decade old now, and people are it's the MCU movies are still breaking financial records, movie after movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're still making a ton of money.
Yeah, they more than made their money on it. That's for sure.
I say it was a gamble, and it certainly paid off because now everyone is trying to copy them.
Right.
DC, they're trying to do something with monster movies, like with the new Mummy movie that they had.
Oh, yeah, the Dark Universe that they were doing. Well, no, DC is the Dark Universe. That's still something. But the monster movies, yeah.
And then they're doing a kaiju universe with like Godzilla
Yep.
and King Kong and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and then I think they're also wanting to turn the Stephen King movies into a larger universe.
Well, I mean, most of his books are already part of a large universe, so
Well,
at least there the groundwork's already done.
Yeah, say that I can forgive a little bit because
Yeah.
like you said, the groundwork's already there. They're already kind of interconnected. But then there was what was the other one? I remember it was one that I was really upset about because I'm like, no, that doesn't need to be a
universe.
a universe, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Oh. It wasn't Stephen King because that one doesn't bother me. God, I'm trying to think what it was because it was like there were like only like two movies in the series so far, and neither one of them have any sort of. Oh, I remember what it was. It was oh, fuck, what was the director's name? M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, okay.
With
all of his movies.
With when Split came out, and
Right.
it turns out that that's connected to one of his earlier movies,
Okay.
Unbreakable.
All right.
And that's getting a sequel, and it's like, okay, that doesn't really need to be a thing.
Right.
Kind of the whole charm of M. Night Shyamalan movies, before he went bad, is that they all tell a unique tale, and they're all
Sure.
different. They've always got some kind of twist to them. Like they don't need to be an interconnected universe thing.
Not at all.
That's if you're going for twist, that's a little bit of an obvious one at this point. Yeah, I'll probably be back here for Wolfenstein 2 because that was another one that I was really excited for.
Right. All right. Awesome, man. Or unless you're going to still hang out and walk around, but
No, I'm
CNC Games. Oh, just a telemarketer, anyways.
Yeah, I'm heading out now.
All right, cool. See you later, Ish.
See ya.
All right. Let me get caught up here a little bit. Sorry, normally when Ash comes in, it's just normally, hey, what's going on? Do you like that game? Oh, you do? All right, cool. See you later. I mean, he's a nice kid. But normally we never talk that long. So let me get caught up. Taya, you used to care about trophies, now you're just, yeah, me too, Taya, if you're still in here. I only go after trophies if I really, really like the game. And if it doesn't have online trophies, but like something like Horizon Zero Dawn, I went after all the trophies just because I wanted to know everything about the game because I really liked it. Last of Us would have been another one. I'm doing good, Alex. Oh, that's why. Okay, they changed the date, so that's why he still kept the one. Gunnut? Oh, hey, Gunnut. What's going on? Yeah, can't go wrong with the Punisher. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm glad it's coming out this year. Will there be price drop on Boxing Day? Oh, wait, your Boxing Day is like our Thanksgiving, isn't it? We'll have Black Friday. Like, the only thing I remember for Black Friday so far is like PS4s are going to be $50 cheaper. I think the Madden game's going to be like $40 instead of $60. Stuff like that. Xbox One new update. I don't know anything about an update. Funny, I haven't had my Xbox One on for a while, so I'm not sure what the update's all about. I'll have to look into that. Okay, so then I told you Kevin's name. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? You still watch the old story? I'm actually working. I'm almost done with the. I started watching the Next Generation. I'm almost done. I'm on season 6, so I got basically about 40 episodes left. You met the actors for Mortal Kombat arcade game this. Wow, that's awesome. That's cool. God, I'm so far behind on chat. I'm answering questions from probably like 20 minutes ago. Then Covum and Delve are talking. ccgames, we are located in northern Ohio. We have a store in Port Clinton and a store in Fremont. Last of Us 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2, yes, those are going to be amazing games. Any new on Wreckfest? I'll look that up here in a second for you. Yes, that kid did talk my ear off. What's going on, Kevin? Yeah, like I said, Ash, he's a regular. Well, not a super regular, but he's regular enough that, I recognize him and we'll talk. He comes in, if like, I don't know, maybe about once every month and a half, he'll buy a new title. So, like I said, I mean, he buys a decent amount of games throughout the year. But like I said, normally when he comes in, it's just, hey, what's going on, Ash? How have you been? You still working down the road? No? All right, cool. And that's kind of it. Del, when did you get made a moderator? Okay, what am I going to Wreckfest? Let's see if I can find out any information on that. Alright. Nope, I'm just seeing it just says late 2017, which there's only 2 months left, so it's got to be you're at 99% in Saints Row 2. So close to perfection. Sir Smoke, it all depends. Like, now, if I'm extraordinarily bored, no, I don't mind it. But, like, when I got stuff to do, or, like Ash, he's a good kid, but if he wasn't, if he was just, like, a person that came in and did that, and I'm like, I'd rather talk to you guys, then I would be a little annoyed. But, at the same time, customers, they always get preference because they're physically here, not that I don't like you guys. But that, yeah, just not that guy. No, like I said, it all depends on even people that I know. Sometimes I get annoyed because, like, dude, I got, especially if I got, like, sheets of, like, price changes to do, or, and I actually have to work for once here. Then I'm just like, oh, God, hurry up, come on. I guess it all depends on what they're talking about. Like, we were talking about Marvel, so that's fine. The only thing that would have been slightly annoying is, I had to go through like 20 minutes worth of back conversation to get caught up with you guys. Or then like when the one guy Alden comes in, he'll sit here and we'll talk like anime and stuff and like conventions and stuff like that. he's a talker. If you thought that kid was a talker, Alden, I won't get a word in edgewise. He'll just literally talk for 30 minutes. And I'll just be like, uh-huh, yep. But like I said, it's hit and miss. If I am bored, I love it. Actually, when I'm bored, I usually don't let them leave, because I'll keep talking. Yeah, those are always good customers too, Covum. It's just, this is what I want. Hey, Gunnout, what's up? Yeah, yep, this is what I want. Here's my money. Thank you, bye. I love those customers. And that will be on Halloween, The Punisher. Yeah, I'm excited for The Punisher. Who's Gaylord? That was like, wasn't that a Ben Stiller character in one of the, like, the Meet the Parents? Gaylord is a YouTuber? You're ashamed to know him? Are you just typing words, just like random things? Oh. How have you been, Covum? Yeah, I don't know, like, really any YouTubers. I don't really watch YouTubers. Yeah, see, sir, like, that's what I was thinking, but it's like, I'm very unsure right now. I don't know. It's, I don't know for a fact. Very peculiar. Started Fallout 4 again. I am. Do we have a Vita? I don't think we have a Vita. Oh no, we do have a Vita. Oh wow, they went up in price. They're $150 now. Yeah, we've got the Slim. We only have a used though. We don't have any. No, you're fine, BQ. It's fine. It was just very broken sentences, so I was confused. Do you think gaming glasses? Oh, like the. No, I really don't. I can't see how much more they add to the experience. I've seen them advertised. I've never tried them, though, Soldier, so I don't know. Thanks. I'll show you the whole shop here in a second. Vita with 6 games is about $100. Yeah, apparently they must be hard to find, but they were $80 for the longest time, and now that they jumped, they almost doubled in price. I don't know what's going on with them. The most recent game was Gran Turismo, was released like last week. Gran Turismo Sport for the PS4. That's their big. It's kind of like what Forza is for Microsoft. It's their big driving simulator. It always does really well. I haven't tried it though to give you an honest review. But yeah, here, like that's the Sony wall. A bunch of like old retro stuff in the middle there, and then the Microsoft wall. Nintendo's kind of in the corners. Hey Frosty, what's going on? Alright, Delusional, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, like Soldier, I'm not sure. I've never tried them. It's very possible. I mean, like, I used to not think that like Maui Jim sunglasses for how much they are would do, but I mean they do cut down on glare a lot, so it's possible. But I don't know. I guess it all depends on how much you play. I mean, obviously, if you're playing like close to a screen for like 8 hours a day, I used to work at a eye place, and macular degeneration is a very big thing with watching monitors and TV a lot. So it might be worth it just to help protect your eyes. I would do a little more research. I don't know enough about them though. Yeah, Kevin was pretty lazy last week. We were talking about that earlier. Like last week, he just didn't have any desire to stream. He just wasn't like a stream funk, I guess. Just didn't want to actually turn on all the equipment, which I get like that on Twitch too, so I get it. And I'm always hit and miss. So he streamed yesterday. We're streaming today. Battlefield 2 on the Sony Pro. The latest model of the Pro? I mean, I don't know anything about a Battlefield 2 for it, but we just have the standard Pro, which is like $400. It doesn't come with a game or anything like that. But that'll price drop for Black Friday. I think it's going to be $50 cheaper, so it'll be $350, which I might buy one actually at that point. We only actually got the regular edition Frosty. We didn't get the $100 version. We got it for, well, we might be getting it today. But we didn't get the $100. We only got the $100 version for the Xbox One with the steelbook casing and stuff. Am I a PS4 fan or an Xbox One? This time around, I'm a PS4 fan. I'm actually always a Sony fan, but last generation, I played my 360 way more than I played my PlayStation. But this time around, it's opposite. Last time around, my Sony was pretty much just used for exclusives. Now it's flip-flop. My Xbox is only used for exclusives. How much is a used PS4 going for? The regular ones, I think right now are going for around $220. Pros are going for about $350. Again, when... yeah, the Pro is the newest PS4. Yeah, correct. No, we don't have that. We haven't seen that Darth Vader one in a long time. Yeah, I don't know what's in it, Frosty, for the $100. We'll see. Will they drop? Well, Black Friday, all the systems are going to be $50 cheaper. Like Black Friday through Cyber Monday, all Sony systems are going to be $50 cheaper. So the Pro will be $350. The regular editions, the regular terabytes will be $250. So then the used prices will be even cheaper. You probably get a used one for around $200 and a Pro used for around $320, maybe $300. Hey, FaZe, what's going on, man? You ordered an Xbox One just to see your avatar? I wish that Sony would allow me to change my screen name. That's what everybody's been asking for that for like a million... Well, not quite a million years, obviously. But like, probably at least 10 years now, people have been wanting to change their freaking screen names. My favorite game, period? Ooh, that's tough. Probably the original Legend of Zelda. That's probably my favorite game of all time. What's up, noobs? Yeah, Sony doesn't care as always. Yeah, your PSN, your PSN name. Like on like Xbox, you could pay like $5 and change your name. Well, actually, you got to do it once for free. I think a year. Once for free a year. And if you want to change it again, you have to pay like $5. I made my PlayStation account like 17 years ago. Now, not probably like 14 years ago, 15 years ago. I'm an entirely different person than I am 15 years ago. So I would really like to change my name. I don't have a bad name. It's not like we always make jokes like Butt Blaster or something like that. But if I did have that name, I would like to change it. Oh, your favorite Atari game? God, I played Pitfall nonstop. Keystone Capers was another fun one, I remember. Yeah, I would too, Covum. I would gladly pay $10 to change my screen name. That's just easy money for them. There's a reason Sony won't allow people to change their PSN. The only thing that I've ever heard is that they said that it's a way to prevent trolling, which I don't know of any troll that would be willing to pay $10 every single time. But I think the reason is they just don't want to do the coding. I think that's the real. Thanks, Darkstar. Yeah, $10. I'd pay it. I'd pay it easily. Everybody was hoping that that's what they would do for the 5.0 update. Oh, yeah. Well, I always get one of these every day. A lemonade. A large lemonade. Every day that I work. So every week I spend $5.35 at McDonald's. So by the end of the year, they get about $260 from me just in lemonade. Chat stopped so abruptly. Yeah, it goes through phases. Oh, what am I doing? What's that? Adult phone, adult sensors? What are you talking about? What was that about, Covum? Your friend found out what? Show me any Nintendo. Do we mod controllers? No. We used to sell mods and people could do it themselves, but we haven't carried any of those in a while. There's a Nintendo 64. That's the closest one that I got. Unless you're talking about legit Nintendos, like original Nintendos, then we should have one, right? There's the top loader. And there's the original. Original top loader. Well, those jerks, Covum. Yeah, we don't really sell modded controllers. Well, it's because, well, one, technically, you're not supposed to mod controllers, so it's... I'm not saying it's illegal, but, like, for a distributor, as a seller, Sony might have a problem with us selling modded controllers. But ultimately, when you take apart a controller and you void the warranty by taking it apart, it's then hard to prove. Like, if the person brings it back 28 days later and says, oh, it's not working, it's broke, it's hard to say whether or not they messed with it or if it was actually a faulty. So that's actually the biggest reason we don't deal with modded controllers, is if they screw up the controller somehow, we can't prove that it was... We have to take them at their word that it actually is the controller's fault, not their stupidity. Atari joysticks gave you arthritis. You had a tornado today? Man, that's nasty. I was talking about that earlier. Here in northern Ohio, we don't really get hit with bad weather. We get snowstorms. Out on the lake, we'll get funnel clouds, water spouts, basically a tornado made out of water. But they're not nearly as powerful as regular tornadoes. They're just more cool than anything. It's a problem for gore fans. Yeah, I could see where that would be a problem. Yeah, but we don't get tornadoes. We don't get violent hurricane-style storms. We're not on any fault lines, so no earthquakes. We're next to the largest fresh water supply in America. It's nasty water, but at least, you know, we can clean it, I guess. Tsunamis are strong. Yeah, we don't get crap here. So we're pretty much protected in Ohio. We're isolated. I said the only thing that we're going to have to worry about is when Yosemite super volcano blows. We'll get buried in about they predict about 2 to 3 inches worth of ash, and we won't see the sun for like 2 years. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's bad. Yeah, in Alaska, you have plenty of clean water. But that's balanced by the fact that you guys have to, like, fly planes to get to anywhere you want to go. Outside of, like, the 2 cities that are out there. Yeah, you guys can practically just drink straight from the rivers. Yeah, Kentucky's the same way, Frosty, exactly. You're just a little bit south of us. You like seeing volcanoes erupt? It's impressive. I don't want to personally... Like, I like watching it on TV. You can drive through Canada. It's true. When is the PlayStation new VR model coming out? I'm not sure. I don't think it has any sort of release date. I just know that they were working on something. I didn't know if it was, like, if they officially announced anything or not. I didn't think anything was official yet. I'll look. Yeah, I don't see anything official. Show you Mafia 3? I probably got a Mafia 3, I'm guessing. Just because the Xbox One was closer. Do I like uncensored Japanese games? I have a couple imports. I got the, what do I have? Actually, I only have one import. I just bought the Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball Fortune game. And that's not really anything censored. It's just girls wearing very skimpy bikinis. So that is offensive here in America. Indonesia, nice. Unomi? I'm guessing that's how you say it. LA Noire. One cool thing about LA Noire is I didn't realize this when at first when LA Noire was announced, I was just like, oh, why are you remaking that game? Out of all the Rockstar games you could remake, why is that the one? I liked LA Noire, but it's not even all that old. I was like, it doesn't need a remake. But I did like the fact that you are going to get, like when it first came out, you got an exclusive mission if you bought it from Best Buy, and GameStop had an exclusive mission, and Toys R Us had an exclusive mission, and you couldn't play those missions any other way. All those missions are going to be on one disc now, which is cool. It's going to be on the Switch, which I think is awesome, because that's going to be a Rockstar game on the Switch. Again, I still wish they would have went with like an older Grand Theft Auto, but if it does well, then that might mean that we might get a Grand Theft Auto on the Switch someday. Switch, we got one right, well, it's right there, it's already on the camera, right here. I can't open it, we only have new ones, I can't open a new one. Yeah, Soldier, I agree. I mean, it's as an accessory, it's as much of a system. I understand, it's really cool. I mean, the Sony VR is the cheapest way to get into VR, because a system for $300 and your VR unit for $350, that's $650. I think Oculuses are still like up there around $800, and that's without the computer. So, but I get what you're saying. It is very expensive, and especially since it doesn't have a whole lot of software support right now. When did Sony create the PS4? It's like 4 years now. I think we're getting ready to go on to our 5th year. Oh yes, I cannot wait for Red Dead Redemption 2. As I love Rockstar. Rockstar, what I love about Rockstar is I feel when you buy a $60 game from Rockstar, you're getting a $60 game. You're not getting half of a game that you have to buy DLC later to get the rest of the game, you get a full game, and then the DLC that they eventually release is just added on top of it. That's kind of how I feel about Rockstar. You get a full game, and if you don't ever do any of the DLC, you're still playing an enormous game that's well worth $60. So that's why I like Rockstar. Like Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm not a big Grand Theft Auto 5 gamer, but it was a full game. And if you wanted to do all the extra DLC, that's literally what it is, download. But there's so many games where, I just feel like a lot of games, you're only getting half of the game, and then they expect you to pay $40 more later on for the rest of the game. More like a $120 game, yeah, if you want to get all the extra stuff too. The next GTA, GTA 4. Actually, I would like some of the old. I loved Vice City. I would love a remake of Vice City on the newer systems. From the UK, nice. Thanks, Captain. Welcome. But yeah, there's, like I said, out of all the games that they could have remade, LA Noire, I'm like, eh. But still, like I said, the fact that you're going to get those extra missions is cool. But the coolest thing is that it's going to be on Switch, which that means a Rockstar game is on the Switch. So that could mean eventually Grand Theft Auto will be on the Switch, which will be great for Nintendo. Oh, it looks like I might have a customer coming in. Oh, nope, it's just Kevin. Never mind, Kevin's back. Yeah, Sir Smoke, yeah, exactly. Like I said, if you spend more money on Grand Theft Auto, it's fine, but if you don't, you still get a $60 game. Dead or Alive 6, will it ever happen? Dead or Alive 5 didn't do all that well, at least around, from what I remember. Maybe it did really well in Japan. I don't know about overseas sales, but we'll see. Yeah, I agree, Walter. I would love Morrowind remake. I've put more time into Morrowind than I have any other Elder Scrolls game.
Skyrim for the win. Yeah, I think I gotta go with the big one. I'll be happy with portable Skyrim on Switch.
Yeah, I'll get it for my Switch. Well, I'm getting it for VR too. So that'll be the 5th time that I play through that game. Obscure, I know the game, Frosty, but I never played it.
Oops. Oh. Dead or Alive 6, will it ever happen? Probably. They just stopped making Dead or Alive 5 stuff. They're going to stop supporting Dead or Alive 5. I hope so. Blue Stinger on Dreamcast, that was like a launch title. I remember that game. I actually had the import of that. I played through that in Japanese, like rough through it. That was a cool game. It was alright, like a generic Resident Evil. What's up, Delv? How's the work going? Are you still slow? What's up, FaZe?
Del's abusing her band hammer.
Oh, yeah? I just sold one of these bad boys online. I gotta send it out.
Power's going to her head.
Power's going to her head. Still, it sucks when it's slow, doesn't it? You know what we do? We don't sell Astros. I don't have a. None of our distributors really deal with Astros. We do Turtle Beaches. What do you want to see a collection on of PS4 games? What do you mean?
Like how many we have? Like that whole side wall.
PS4 games are pretty much from all the way to the front of the store until like where those accessories start, right here in the middle.
We're
There's
probably at the point now we should
Tons
probably
of PS4
shrink.
games.
We should probably shrink PS3 another section again.
Yeah, we do.
Probably do that for 360 as well too. Maybe one of these days I'll come in and I'll do it with Ross for like an hour or two.
Gotta go, Sue. Alright, later.
Who's that?
Did you guys hear the sad news that Lego Dimensions is no longer being supported?
Oh no.
Wah.
Oh.
I'm so heartbroken. Actually, Lego Dimensions, I hope it dies. I mean, it's no longer supported, so it is dying. It's free there.
Oh, good, thank you.
Lego Dimensions, little known story. We never carried Lego Dimensions here. We have some used stuff that got traded in. No, here's what I was about to tell you. What happened with Lego Dimensions? Lego Dimensions, we were all set to order it in like the year it was that about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we had like our order in and everything, and then the company that makes it was they contacted our distributor, and they're like, oh well, the big boxes want too many, so we're not going to have any for you guys. So we got screwed. We couldn't get it. And
There was someone from the chat just doing a prank, but he wouldn't say who he actually was.
And so you know, we're like, whatever, fine, screw you guys, we're not going to carry it. And we never did to this day because they did that. And then like about like 6 months after it was out and it wasn't selling so hot, then they came to us and they wanted us to buy them. And we basically told them to go to hell, we're not carrying your game. And now they decided it's not making enough money and it's going under. So
I'm tired of all those like collectible.
yeah, I'm tired of them too. Amiibos are enough for me. I'll be happy if we just have Amiibos. Skylanders suck. We stopped carrying Skylanders a while ago too. Like after the first couple, because Skylanders really sucked for us because when you buy them as a retailer, you don't get to pick which Skylanders you want. It's kind of like buying Pokemon cards. You got to buy a box, and they'll give you like 15 good characters, and 15 shitty characters, and like one good one. So we stopped doing Skylanders as well. We only have used ones. We have tons of used ones, but we don't carry them new. But like Amiibos, and I did like Disney Infinity because you could buy whatever you wanted. Like if you just wanted whatever character. I was kind of sad to see Disney Infinity go.
It's not making that Disney money.
Yeah, but Amiibo and Disney Infinity, I didn't have a problem with. The other ones, glad they're gone.
What is this? Why do we got this? Oh, a slim brick.
Oh, because
For a system.
yeah, somebody needed a to buy a slip right there. Theirs died, and we didn't have an extra one, so I sold them one off a system. And the other store had a used one, so I just transferred it.
Cameras, I think, are still like 60.
Yeah, they're 60 new and about $40 used. even cheaper because we're doing 20% off this week. Yeah, the Toys to Life games, those need to go away. The amiibos at least are like useful across a ton of different games.
Well, at least I would even say at least with even Infinity and the amiibos, those are at least recognizable like even people that just might want to collect the toys aspect of it.
Just got this today. Kind of cool.
Did we get any more PS4? Did we get any more Evil Within 2s? I think I just sold my last one.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Call them.
Let me see how many they got.
Kind of cool too to go along with Fire Emblem. We got the. I'm just talking about Toys to Life, and here we go. But at least like Nintendo and Disney are true collectibles.
Yep.
Like.
Where's the phone? Where did I put it?
I gotta send out this Atari 7800. So that's what I'm working on for a minute. So.
I might have just overlooked it. I didn't see one. Alright. Alright, yeah, just throw it in our box. Alright, cool.
They didn't give us any.
Nope.
They
did
screwed
not.
up.
They meant to give us one, but they didn't. Oh, there it is. Oh. WW.
It was actually pretty perfect in this.
No, actually, I'll probably go get something. She'll probably leave like as soon as I get back, won't you?
Yeah.
Alright. I think those pumpkin cookies are like a white rhino. It's like I think
just walked in at the right time.
Yeah, we saw it once. I went there before I came over here.
I've never seen them again. Never seen them, and you ate all my cookies.
I didn't eat all of them. I just ate like 80% of them.
Derek's the Cookie Monster.
He's still pretty bitter about that. Oh, I think we froze. No, never mind. We didn't.
We didn't.
You just weren't moving at all.
Start like freezing, and like start talking like.
All right, cool. I'll be back.
There are a lot of people that download games now, but you know what's funny about that is I actually I just read an article that was kind of cool. It had a bunch of comments from developers and go ahead. Derek wants to hear. No, but one of the developers said he actually kind of admitted that they shot themselves in the foot by pushing digital so much that they're not selling as many new games now because they wanted to hurt GameStop so bad that most of the time when people traded in games, like 80 to 90% of the time, that's used to buy new games. So they're not selling as many new games because the theory is, people don't have anything anymore to trade in. Everything's going digital. Not everything, but a good chunk of it. So, and honestly, I think it won't be too long. I'm hoping it won't be too long before we'll be buying and selling digital games. The laws need to change where you can sell your digital games that you're done with. If you were visiting Ohio, come to our store and buy lots of games. My dog speaketh the truth. I don't know. Go to Cedar Point. Go to Put-in Bay. Depends where in Ohio. Ohio's a big state. £4, 8 ounces. No, 5 years is way too soon for that. You got Lord Alvaro. You got to remember, most of the world is not online. The majority of people do not have internet, so there's still. I mean, look at Switch is doing phenomenal, and it still basically runs off physical media. Yes, you can download stuff digitally. Friday the 13th is $39.99, Tim. But also, too, there's a lot of people. I know I'm not anti-digital. I don't even want to get into an digital versus physical. But there are a lot of people that like to collect games, and you just cannot collect digital. Digital is not. You don't own digital. You're just basically renting it. You own the right to play it. But I do like how convenient digital is super convenient, but you don't own it. And when you die, all your digital collection dies with you. It's not transferable. I do like Fortnite. Fortnite's awesome. That's why I'm streaming. This guy's amazing at it. I've been watching him stream. Of course, I'd probably be amazing at it if my only job was to sit there and stream like 10 to 12 hours a day. If I had that much time to play it. This guy like wins almost every match he plays. Well, him and his teammate. The SNES Mini is going to be hard to get up through Christmas, but I think they'll catch up eventually. Miles, actually, no, you cannot transfer them to your kids legally. You can let them have your account name and everything, but technically, if they found out that you transferred it, that's actually against the license agreement. So you're wrong. And if they usually don't, they would be really dicks to take it away from you, but they can if they want to, because legally, once you die, the contract ends. I do have Twitch, Lord Alvaro. Yep, Captain Scarlet's right. CNC Games. Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up, Mark? I have no idea. Yeah, people just type what they. What are you using? Oh, you got to hit chat to bring it up on the YouTube app. I don't know. It's on mine. All right. Yep. Yep. Game sharing. Technically, I mean, it depends how you do it. Technically, I don't think game companies care about it. If I was a game company, I would. I mean, some game companies do, like Elder Scrolls games, like Elder Scrolls Online, you can't game share. Like on Steam, they allow you to game share, but they only allow one person to be playing that game at any given time off that account. So, I mean, only one person can be playing it. I wish the consoles would do that, but obviously I'm sure most of you guys in here know the way around that. I'm not going to share it, but a lot of people basically get 2 copies for the price of one on the consoles. That's probably hurt our business more than anything. If they would just close that loophole, that would make digital not as beneficial, because most people get 2 copies, which sucks for us. Sir Smokes a lot, not really. I mean, you can like, I mean, you can log in and like there is a sharing feature, but what most people do is basically you put your main account on somebody else's console and they do the same on your console, and then whatever you buy shows up on theirs and vice versa. So you're really getting 2 copies for the price of one. It works the same way for Xbox One. It's kind of a loophole, and I'm shocked companies haven't closed it. Like I said, Elder Scrolls Online put an end to that. Only one person. They're having none of that. I wish more companies would do that, because I'm sure you guys don't, because it's great for customers, to get 2 copies for the price of one. But for retailers and game companies, I can't believe they're with that. It's kind of in a gray area. Smoked a lot. I mean, it's not like anybody's gonna come arrest you because you're sharing a game with somebody. $150 Steam games, yeah, that's like, I mean, there's a lot of people who have ton of Steam games. That's cool though, Captain Scarlet, but technically you own 0 of those. You just have the right to play them. I don't know. Having a big collection of physical games, to me, is always more impressive than having a hard drive full of games. Can I print that? What about PS4 HDR, HDMI 4K? I mean, I'm not on a PS4 Pro here, but I do have a PS4 Pro at my house. You like Evil Within 2? Evil Within 2 looks pretty cool. I only played a couple minutes of it. I'm not big into scary games, I'll be honest. I mean, I liked Resident Evil. Evil Within 2 is selling good, Lord Elvero. Fortnite is really good. Well, the Battle Royale mode is free. But, I mean, the rest of the game is pay. You got to pay for it if you want to play the actual game of it. But most people just like the Battle Royale. Look at Nintendo being lazy with their boxes. They use the exact same screenshots on both the Switch and the 3DS game. I mean, they didn't even change them. Hopefully the game looks a little better on Switch than 3DS. Yeah, that'd be nice, but who knows what the hell Konami's doing with Silent Hill. Konami, man, it seems like they're just like getting out of gaming altogether. Sir Smoke a lot. Does it even matter who the Browns play? They're going to lose. It doesn't matter. I'm like so sick of the Browns. It's not even funny. I'm a huge Browns fan too. I just hope they fire everybody. I'm ready to fire everybody again. It's like our couple yearly thing. We fire everybody. Titans, they'll lose. Yeah, Nintendo used to sell they started out selling playing cards. A lot of people don't even know that. They didn't, obviously didn't sell video games. They used to make playing cards, decks of cards. I never got into PlanetSide. I knew that was free, too. I think if you're going to load a game with microtransactions, it should be free. It's still not cheap to go to the games, Dustin. Browns fans are still some of like the best fans ever. They still go to the games. It's not really that cheap to go. They're getting worse, but they always start out good. Browns fans are always optimists, and they always start out. I mean, they're pretty much like their season tickets are still close to being sold out all the time. Let's not talk about the Browns. They're depressing. Going to the game is. I actually, for the first time in probably 10 years, the last couple games I haven't watched live. I recorded them and watched them later so I can just skip, all the wasted dead time. But for the last 2 weekends I haven't watched them live. Dustin, if you're not Cleveland, the Browns still have one of the biggest fan bases in the NFL. I mean, it is literally one of the biggest fan bases. It's crazy big. Yeah, the Indians depressed me too last week. Even as bad as the Browns are, they still have. It's crazy how many people are Browns fans. The one year Hillis was on the cover of Madden, I went to E3 and I had a Hillis jersey on, and I can't tell you how many Browns fans came up to me and told me they were Browns fans out in LA.
Actually, we are the most sold team outside of our area.
Yeah, the Browns backers is like one of the biggest sports organizations, like fan organizations in all of sports. Madden sucks this year. Madden's getting worse. Yeah, misery loves company. You're right. Oh, his friend died. He's on his own. It's called loyalty, Dustin. People are loyal to their teams. You know what's funny is most people became Browns fans because their parents were Browns fans and it was passed on. My dad was actually a Cowboys fan. I don't know how, but when I was a kid, the Browns were it doesn't say. I don't know, probably shitloads. When I was a kid though, the Browns were good. In the 80s with Bernie Kosar, they were amazing. Brian Sipe before that. Yeah, the Browns were all that. The ultimate team. You know what though? But the gameplay is broken in Madden. And I'm not gonna spend like hundreds of dollars just so I can have a good team in Madden. That's crap. It's pay to win. So I'm not really a big Ultimate Team fan because of that. Yeah, the NFL did turn into a joke, and like when they let the Browns leave, that we got a joke of a team in their spot. The team I was a fan of went to Baltimore and won Super Bowls, but I'm not going to be a Ravens fan. PS4s are $300 for the regular version and $400 for the Pro. Sonic Forces looks good. Did that print paper? I hope Sonic Forces is good. Sonic Mania was awesome. I was going to tonight, David. I didn't play my Switch yesterday. Is it good? Did you download it? I just played Evil Within 2 a little bit. It's pretty good. Yeah, Odyssey next week. Next Friday. Can't wait for Mario. I bet a lot of people will buy Switches once Mario's out too. There's so many people like around here too at like both our stores that like they're so dumb. They're literally holding off buying a Switch because they think there's going to be a Black Friday deal on Switches. They are insane. There is not going to be any. If you're one of those people, if you're watching this and you think there's going to be a Black Friday deal on Switches, there's not. Just go buy a Switch. Nintendo is not going to lower the price. Now there are going to be Black Friday deals on PS4s and Xbox Ones. The Wii U, like I just sold one yesterday, and they still sell used for about 180. So not much, Dustin. And that was the only one I had. I don't know. Is there a glitch in Fortnite? Not that I'm aware of. PS4 for 4K eyes. That's your HDMI friend. Hi. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure what that means. Yeah, so I am out of Wii U's at the moment. We don't get a lot of them traded in. There's not. Nintendo didn't sell a lot of Wii U's, so there's not a big supply out there. So I think the price is going to stay fairly high on Wii U's because there's just not many of them available. I think the Wii U is almost going to turn into like kind of a little niche collector system. I think the prices are always going to stay high. Well, Assassin's Creed is going to sell better just because there's more people that have PS4s and Xbox Ones, and it's on multiple systems. Mario is going to sell real good for Switch, though.
Oh. Yeah, and if you're waiting for a Mario bundle, it's the exact same price, so you're not saving any money.
Yeah. We're only getting a handful of those Mario bundles. Actually, there's a Mario bundle like for the Switch, and it has 2 red Joy-Cons, which looks kind of cool with 2 red Joy-Cons. But they're not even giving you a deal. It's $380. The game costs $60, and they're giving you a case with it. That case is $20. So personally, as a retailer, I hate those. I hate those bundles. I hate bundle deals from the manufacturers because we don't make any money on those. Thanks, Gavin. Not a lot. Look, he won again. That guy wins all the freaking time. But if that was my job to sit around and play Fortnite all day, I'd probably be. Commando, no, we don't have an online eShop. We just sell some random stuff. Like rarer games we'll sell on eBay and Amazon. But I've been thinking, everybody keeps asking me to sell stuff. It's kind of why it's over there. I put my PayPal there in case, like, if there's somebody in probably in the U.S. I could probably only do it in the U.S. If they send me a message and they really want to order something straight from the store, if they PayPal me the money, I can send it to them. I can look up how much it would be to ship it to them and stuff. But if there's a game, like a rare game somebody that's watching me wants, I probably could send it to them. And actually, David, if you're still in here, anybody wanting to buy a game store? I might be putting this shop up for sale. I would rather have World War II than Destiny. I'm not a big multiplayer fan. A massive multiplayer fan. What's up, Super Dave? You streaming today? Because I want to try something else. I kind of want to do like a barcade. Not that it's not making money. We're doing well. This store is a little bit slow, but it still makes really good money. But I kind of want to. I've been selling games since 1993. It's been a long time. And the other thing is my business partner does not want to sell. So the only way I can really get out of here is if we sell one of the stores, and he wants to keep the other store, so he can have enough money to buy me out, to buy my half out. Oh, looks like he ended his stream. That dude had 1,100 people watching him. Twitch Mixer, all the sites are so similar. I'm surprised it's legal. They changed the background color and name to make big money. Yeah. Did you guys hear about Activision? That's crazy. Maybe, yeah, that's what I was thinking, David. This is a sweet channel right here. Yeah, David, that's what I'm kind of maybe thinking about doing. Xbox X. Here's my thoughts. No, before I get to Xbox One X, I'll tell you about Activision. Activision made a patent the other day that basically rewards people that in multiplayer that have spent money on DLC. So they're gonna. They haven't done it for any games they claim so far, but that's pretty evil of them. So basically, if you bought DLC, you're gonna get like favored matchmaking, I guess. Xbox One X. I know David really wants one, and he'll be getting one. I'm sure David's got the Scorpion reserved. Actually, we had a couple Scorpions coming here that we're gonna sell. But it's cool, and it'd definitely be the most powerful system by far. But it's still basically an Xbox system, and yeah, I knew you did, David. I know you're a big Xbox guy. In my opinion, I've said this before, I think Microsoft is pushing most of their customers to be PC customers, because it makes no sense that all their games are also on the PC, all their exclusives. Most people buy, there are a portion of people that buy consoles to sit because they want to, they like the console experience, sitting on their couch playing games. Most people buy consoles for, yeah, David's got his earbuds on. Most people buy consoles for the exclusives, and there's just not any exclusives on Xbox One. Besides Halo 5, I think. Every other game is also on PC. So in my opinion, I would just build a PC. Which I already have. I got a PC. But I have an Xbox One too. I mean, I love Gears of War, and I like their non-Sony kind of exclusives. But everything's also on PC.
The 27th, David Lehan. Wolfenstein comes out on the 27th, so about a week and a half.
Cuphead.
Yeah, Lord, pretty much Skate is the new good skateboarding game.
Oh, sweet. They got Xbox One X versus PS4 Pro on Shadow of War. That'll be interesting. I know you guys can't tell, but I'm going to check it out. Yeah, I'm sure Xbox One X will be by far the best looking. This TV's not even 4K. I got to do this at home so I can tell the difference. I'll have to do it in 4K.
Right.
This game's badass though. Even though it's got shitloads of microtransactions, you don't need to do any of the microtransactions. I haven't messed with any of them. Yeah, the PS4 is still gonna have better exclusive games. It just is. The PS4 is even getting games that technically aren't even exclusive, but they have so many. Like they've sold, I don't even know. The last I checked, they were over 60 million where the Xbox One's about 30 million. So they've doubled them up. They're getting a lot of companies that just make the game for the PS4 just because there's more users out there. It's not even truly exclusive. It kind of snowballs when you get a big lead like that. David, I'll be honest, there's not a ton coming out this holiday, but they already have a ton, so...
What's that?
Like what? PS4 exclusives?
Next year's going to be a better lineup of games than
Yeah.
this year, I think. This year was actually kind of weak, in my opinion.
But honestly, if you look at like the selection of Xbox One in our store compared to PS4's...
Oh, yeah.
It's probably like the Xbox One section probably has about 60% of the games that the PS4 has.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are making PC games. Well, even on this TV, you can tell the Xbox One version looks better. Xbox One X. The textures are better. I wonder how big the texture pack is for the Xbox One X. The Trollinator 2. Uh-oh. Should I be worried with your name like
No, he's
that?
been in here before. He's fine.
I know. I know. You only got CEX? Are you over in the UK, David? I think you are. I think I remember that.
Avengers Infinity War. I can't wait for it. Punisher comes out next month.
Scalper price? I don't know if you'll probably get some people scalping them. Horizon's an awesome game. If you haven't played it, definitely get it.
My game of the year.
It's an awesome game. This is my favorite game, but I like stupid beat 'em ups. I've always liked beat 'em ups, and this is I love Batman. And it's got the combat of Batman.
I bought the DLC for it 2 days ago because it was on sale.
For what?
Horizon pre-order
okay.
bonus, like 25% off.
What game should you get your cousin? I don't know. What games does he like? We always get people to come in here and they ask. Zelda's up there for Game of the Year.
Zelda will get Game of the Year, but I actually liked Horizon better.
Gavin, you need a store like this in Baltimore? Baltimore? I like Baltimore. I don't like the Ravens, though. They stole my team. Those bastards. Hello from Spain. Gavin, you should move here and buy this store from me for lots of money. I'm not moving the store to Baltimore like the Browns did. No. You know what though? If Baltimore came to me and offered me like millions of dollars, like they did the Browns just to move, I probably had moved to Baltimore. Screw the Ravens. They stole my damn team. Art Modell, the worst owner ever in the history of the NFL. He's like the only owner ever to lose money as an NFL owner. The dude is like the worst businessman ever. And what's even more ironic about Baltimore, actually, I was in Baltimore a couple years ago, and I met an old lady. And she saw I had some Brown stuff on. She actually had a sporting goods shop, and she's like, "Oh, Browns fan." She was showing me all the Brown stuff, and I go, "Are you a Ravens fan?" And she's like, "Hell no, I'm a Colts fan, and actually, I'm really not even a Colts fan anymore because they stole our team. So I know your pain." So she was like the one cool Baltimore lady I really liked because she refused to be a Ravens fan because she knew that basically you guys just stole the team from somebody else. Chiefs are probably gonna win. Isn't Derek Carr still hurt? Days Gone looks awesome too. You know what? I'll be honest. Crackdown looks cool, but I've never really been a fan of Crackdown.
Yeah, but next year, like, you got Crackdown, Last of Us 2, God of War, whatever you
Yeah,
want to
next
call
year
it.
should be a good year for gaming.
Next year is a great year for
Red Dead
games.
2.
Red Dead 2. Yeah. Like, this year was alright, but next year is going to be an amazing year for games.
Yeah, I think next year is going to be a pretty big year for gaming, too. I got to get out of here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. The stupid freaking protest.
Yep. I'll read that later. I want to see if they
What's
send
up,
us
Zombie
live.
Queen Crystal GDP?
There's a lot going on in that name.
Kush Smoker, no, it's in Portland, Ohio, and then we got a store in Fremont, Ohio. We're about an hour away from Cleveland. A little over an hour. I do not watch Walking Dead. I'm like that one guy.
I
that
stopped
doesn't.
watching it. I'm much happier for it.
I'm the one guy that's maybe only seen like one episode of Walking Dead.
I watched like the first 4 seasons. Well, actually, I didn't watch last year, but basically I watched up to Negan's introduction and then I stopped.
I watch Game of Thrones religiously, Supernatural. I've watched like every episode of Supernatural ever. I watch
That's a pretty serious
watch
commitment
Ballers
right
on
there.
HBO. Actually, my favorite show of all time was Stargate. I love Stargate.
Stargate was awesome. I loved all
Love
of them. Well,
Stargate.
I didn't care about like Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis. I didn't much care for the one where they were in space.
Your brother's going to USA next week, and you were going to go, but you need a new passport. Well, get a new passport.
Time clock history. No, that's not what I want.
Oh, and I love Westworld.
Westworld
Westworld's
was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved Black Sails. Did you ever see Black Sails on Stars?
No, you told me about it.
That show was awesome. If you like pirates, Black Sails was badass. It's done now, but I think it was like 5 seasons or 6 seasons or something. I mean, I like all the Marvel stuff too. Like I like Daredevil and all that stuff. All those ones that went along with it. Oh, and I can't wait for with the Upside Down. Shit.
Oh, Stranger Things.
Stranger
That
Things
comes out here in
2.
a couple next week.
Can't wait for Stranger Things 2. Actually, the cool thing about Stranger Things is they filmed the second season, a lot of it in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. And a guy I know that I hang out in the forum with, he's big into arcade games, and they used a lot of, not his games, but a lot of his friends' games to make the arcade for that. Stranger Things is badass. I'm a sucker for like 80s stuff too. South Park game's good. The Fractured Butthole. I saw a funny thing, like if like somebody posted online, there's like one place you gotta punch in a code to get by, and the guy guessed the code, and Cartman comes up and he's got a Patriots shirt on, and he's like, I can't remember how exactly he says it, but he's like, hey, Tom Brady, are you going to worry about something, or are you going to be a cheater your whole effing life? He calls you Tom Brady. They accuse you of cheating.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, I got to run. I got to go home. Derek will probably stream for a little bit longer.
Not too much longer though, actually. I want to put all this stuff away.
Nah, he said screw you guys. He doesn't want
Actually, I'll
to.
probably be ending it here as soon as you take off. Actually, we'll probably just end it right now.
All right, I guess Derek's not going to stream because he's actually got to do some work.
Yep, I actually have stuff to do.
He's been slacking lately, so yeah.
I got refurbs and all these games to put away. So yeah, we're actually going to call it. I don't know if he's going to be doing streaming tomorrow, maybe.
Is there a gold edition? Are you talking about for PS4? There was. It was a limited time thing. But yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow, maybe.
Later. I'll probably stream tomorrow.
Yep. He said he'll probably stream tomorrow, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Well, I need my keys. Or I'm not going for.
As soon as I figure out how to turn it off.
You gotta hit the share button.
Yep.
Later,
Come on.
guys. It's good to know the 7800 fits good in here.